Good morning, everyone. You're on this side of me now. Hi, I'm Jennifer Duck. Welcome to our home. How's everybody this morning? This is why I'm up this time in the morning. I don't know yet. This is November the 2nd. Wow. Already. What, 3 more weeks? It'll be Turkey Day. That's what I call it. Well, everybody, the funeral is today. I did pretty good. I hold back my tears to be strong for Gary, but you could tell he's hurting. Yep. Um, she looked good. Linda looked good. I mean, they picked her favorite color was blue. And then when I made her a quilt, it had blue butterflies on it. I didn't know at the time that she liked butterflies, and I gave it to her for Christmas. And yeah, that was her favorite color. We took Lisa with us. I asked her if she wanted to go with us, and she said, yeah, that's Nick's sister over there in Parsons. So we drove. You know, I don't usually go the same way. I always go a different way. Yeah, I went a different way. We went down 412, and Nick's already, you went the wrong way. I'm like, no, Nick, I'm going this way. I'm going towards Northwest, you know? So I took 412, like going towards Lexington, and then I cut up through the trace. Well, I knew the leaves were turning, and they were turning. It was just gorgeous. And so I took Natchez Trace Road, and I forget that road is and Lisa don't do so she gets a little car sickness. But I went slow so she wouldn't go this morning. So not this morning but yesterday, so I went slow for her. And then we got to we crossed over the interstate, and it was just, that's where the road got twisty, 114. And I could have went to the right and went up like towards Gary's way, but I went left and I went to Yuma. Margaret, you know where Yuma is, and that goes into Clarksburg. Well, Clarksburg, my tripod, I broke my tripod yesterday. I didn't mean to, it just slipped off and y'all went crashing to the floor. I'm sorry. Did y'all hit your head? I feel good today. I don't know why. Bubba's not feeling too good today. Hold on. So I broke this part on my tripod. Look how dirty my tripod looks. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this. See how creative I am today. How's it ready? It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. What in the blooming world am I doing up at 4 in the morning? Crazy, huh? Let's see if I can make this tighten this. Hold on. Should have tightened it before. There we go. There we go. Before I added you guys. I talk with my hands. There we go. Let's see if that'll work. Oh yeah. If Bubba don't jump, he's in bed with Nick. He don't feel good today. Where did I get off? I hate that when I do that. Let me think. Oh, the windy, twisty roads. So I took a left, and that brought me out into Yuma. Well, that's where I went and got one of my machines. Did he throw up on me too? No, he's got the Bubba does. Let me turn my fan on. I'm hot this morning. What's wrong with me? I have to look for I cleaned off my corner already over here. Already had coffee, breakfast, and my medicine. That's what's wrong with me. I'm out of the prednisone pills. Thank goodness. That stuff gave me so much energy. Oh my goodness. I don't like taking medicine like that. Here, let me turn the fan on. Ooh, that'll feel better. I turned down the heater. I don't know what the temperature is out here, but it's cold. And I don't like cold. So we got get to Yuma. And Yuma's a little town. You blink your eyes, you're going through the town. So I had a sewing machine that needed fixed, and there was a guy out there that Margaret said they would fix it for me. So I took Lisa with me that one time. So when we got to the stop sign, that's Highway 22. And right there is the grocery store that we get our meat from. I told Nick, on the way back, we'll stop there and see what they got. And we got to it started to rain in Huntington. And of course, I went the way like I always know, because that's where Gary lives, not too far from there. And I passed it, had to turn around, come back, and went in, and we all did good. I did good too. I didn't cry. Sorry. She looked good. Lynn looked good. And Gary looked good too. And everybody in that room I knew. Of course, if you don't know me by now, you will. I talk to everybody. Everybody and anybody. I introduce myself, who I am, and, well, they know me as Daisy. They don't know me as Jennifer. Gary's called me Daisy since the first day I met him. And Lynn. Sorry. So I told Nick we're not going to go to the funeral, the service. I could, since I'm awake now, but we stayed. Lisa wanted to just go there and stay 15 minutes. I stayed almost 2 hours there. Well, I got done talking to Gary, and then I talked to Dennis. Then I went over to Mike. Then I didn't see his other brother there. I didn't recognize him, so I didn't go to him. And then I went to the back room where they had sandwiches, and they were both hungry, so they could have went over there and ate something. So then Stacy was back there. Dennis was back there. Timmy was there. That's Gary's other son, his baby boy. And I'm like, what in the world happened to you? Because he said he was on a 3-foot ladder. Us old folks, we have to be careful. I see what my brother's saying about 3-foot ladder. The young man, now he's younger than me, way younger. It's like Ernie or Georgie's age. And he fell and shattered his kneecap on his left foot. So he just broke his foot last year on the left foot. And a few years before that, I think Lynn was telling me that they had to go up there and take care of him because they had to scrape his hip, some kind of spurs on. So he's out of commission. Keep Timmy in our prayers, Farmer. And then Derek was there. Of course, he's not doing good either. We'll keep Derek in our prayers also. It rains, it pours, I'll tell you. Derek has some liver issues. And don't quote me on this. He's got something wrong with his throat. They have to go down and do a biopsy. So we'll keep him in our prayers because he needs a liver transplant. I said, well, don't they can't they cut part of the liver and it grows? He said, no. So he's going to Vanderbilt. Thank God for that. I don't like Jackson's hospitals, but he's going to Vanderbilt. And then on Gary, he's got heart issues. So everybody's like, so we'll keep the whole farmer in our prayers, please. Gary's sister was there. I can't remember her first. I don't know her that well. I know the guys because we drove medical van, you know. Dennis is skinny as ever. Skinny as ever. I don't think that boy will ever put on any weight. He is so thin. Dennis is, since he got off the road driving medical van, he has a cushy job now, finally. He drives for, what did he say, AutoZone? Or Rally? I can't remember which one it was. I said, dang, and you're right there in home, you know, you don't have to go far or anything. I said, that's a good job. Let's see. Then I remember his Timmy, this is Gary's baby boy, and his son, I have to look up to him. He's so tall. And then Derek's son, Dominic, that came here, that I have pictures of him when he was little. Well, I had to look up to him too, and he's handsome, very handsome young man. And he's a lineman for now let me think, he went to school to be a lineman. Y'all know what that is. I have to think what that is. Working on the electric lines. And he's got the cutest baby you ever saw. Her name is Sophie. She is a doll. Oh, she's so cute. His wife is really nice, too. I finally got to meet his wife. He goes, Dominic says, she fixed my hair. I said, well, she did a dang good job. He's got dark black hair. You know, he's really handsome young man. Tall and handsome. So the farmers are home. I mean, they're family to me, you know. Lynn treated me like her sister. And Gary like my brother. And oh, Lord, they would, Gary can cut up with you, and honest person, good person. They're all good people. So when this happened, I'm still in disbelief, you know. I'm just, today's going to be the hard day. I mean, I could go, but I don't know. But she looks really pretty being out in blue. She has blonde hair, and she's pretty. It's going to be hard. And then I offered with everybody, with Gary, I know he won't be able to go to the doctor or whatever far away. If he needs somebody, I told him, I put my name, I gave it to everybody. I said, call me. I will take you to the doctor. I take you to the hospital. That's what my job is. I'm still a caregiver. Maybe that's what I miss. Hold on. That'll give me something to do anyways, just who I am. Oh, sorry. First thing Gary says, I'm going to have to learn how to make sweet tea. I said, oh, how hard is it to make sweet tea, bud? He said, no, Linda makes it just right. I said, well, you and Derek and Timmy can learn how to figure it out. It's not that hard. You boil the water, you put the sugar in it, and you brew it. Oh, no. That card I sent them, I put the kids, Rusty, Lena, and Lily, because they're, when they would come over, oh, Rusty would just love on her, and Lena would love, and Lily would finally come over, but Rusty mostly loved on her too. Loved on her too. Gary says that Rusty's the tit boy. Oh, yeah, it's going to be hard. And then the Amish were, see, he lives on Maytown Road, and down from his house is a nice family that's Amish. The people that made my steps out there, I got to meet them. And I couldn't tell you their names to save, but, they were the look, I like Amish. I have the Amish pictures, the whole 9 yards over there. Well, I met the wife, and they had 4 children. Let's see, a 2-year-old, a 5-year-old, a 7-year-old. The boys were little, 2 and 5, and the girls were 7 and 8. And their dresses were just gorgeous. They're real Amish. Horse and buggy. So when we left there, the horse and buggy was tied up to a pole, and it was raining. They came in their horse and buggy. That's where we got that peanut butter. The honey peanut butter is out of this world that they make. I don't know how they make it, but it is really good. And that little store that we go to, Clarksburg, the Amish run it or bring their stuff there. And I think that's why the meat is so darn good. I just don't know. So, well, I just wanted to come on and tell you that I'm okay. If I go today, I won't be okay. But that's normal. But we stayed. I just couldn't help it. I talked to everybody. That's who I just am. I'm just an outgoing person, And I told them if they need me, just please call us. Or just come by. I told him, he goes, first thing Gary says, Daisy, can you make me some pizza? Sure. You tell me what you want, and I will make you pizza. Do you know I forgot to put pepperoni on that pizza? And I bought it for that reason. And that ceiling meal, Nick dropped it on the floor. It works so good now. I don't have to buy one. But I've been online looking at mixers. And I'm this close. I like the Bosch mixer. If you ever go online, look at the Bosch mixers. And they're bigger base. I can make 3-4 loaves of bread or cookies. I make things for Christmas. I've always have. I do for the neighbors around here. Like Carrie up the road, I'll make him a little basket of cookies. And he looks forward to them cookies, because that's what he told me this year. He said, are you going to bake this? Yeah. And then I found from my sister-in-law, she doesn't like, I love molasses cookies. She don't like molasses. Ernie's already put in his request already for these melt-aways. All they are is powdered sugar and flour. They're called melt-aways. They will melt in your mouth with cream cheese. Georgie likes the Candy Kisser ones, the thumbprint ones. And I make bird's nest the same way as the Candy Kissers. I just put jelly in them. I have no room in my freezer for anything. The big birds in there, I told Derek, I know you probably won't be feeling to go anywhere or do anything. You probably have family there for Thanksgiving, but you're welcome to come to our place. Your kids will be. And Derek asked how Ernie was. He says, "How's Ernie doing?" The one that had surgery on his foot, I said, "He's doing good," because he knew when I drove out there and got sick. And then he says, "Isn't George the runner?" I said, "Yep, George is the runner." See, my kids know their kids. That's nice, you know. I'm sorry. I can't believe she's gone. So us girls need to pay attention of different signs of having heart attack. Gary told me that she felt sick to her stomach, and that Gary wanted to take her to the doctor because they live right down the road like we live from the hospital, and she didn't want to go. And Gary did everything he could to save his wife. CPR, that's what we had training for. It's just hard. Just hard. But we're gonna all be okay. And I told Dennis, "You bring Gary over here anytime, because Sunday he's go for a ride." I said, "So you come over here, bud. Your family, you know." We'll shoot the breeze. He hasn't been over. Dennis has not been over to see the porch. I'm sorry. I don't know why I go round and around. That's just who I am. I put my sweet potatoes out there. I wrapped them in newspaper and put them in an egg crate in my screened-in room out there. I think it got down to 40 today. 40. I ain't ready for winter, y'all. I hate winter. I like it, I hate it, you know? I get too cold. Nancy, I got to get my long arm. I've been telling Nick, if I don't go nowhere today, we're going to get my long arm leveled so I could start sewing. I got to make some stuff for Christmas. I made Jordan a runner, table runner. It had, what did it have on it? Remember, Nance? It had, Nancy's my good friend in California. Christmas bulbs, big Christmas bulbs. Idea popped in my head and I just designed it and made it up. And then I had my long arm this way and I just whipped it together. So, and then, so I'm sorry if I jumped from one subject to the other subject. Before I left, I went out to give Gary a hug and told him that, you know, we're here for you. Just let us know. And there was a guy sitting there beside him, and he introduced, "This is Jennifer." And I knew Jennifer because, and then James, I said, "Well, James looked familiar, but I couldn't picture where I've seen him before." He was a black guy. And I'm like, I know you from somewhere, but I can't think where. And he goes, and then Gary says, he drove for Wilbur too. I'm like, oh my God. So Dennis drove, Gary drove, Stacy drove, I drove, James drove. That's funny. And funny as heck, just like Gary. Oh my. So they all live close. Stacy lives in Lexington. James lives in just right down the road there in Huntington. Huntington is blooming. Wow, I can't. They got a rubber factory out there. Yeah. So today I did laundry because Bubba, I gave him some medicine. I have to give him the flea and tick. I don't think I'm going to give him that anymore. Maybe the tick medicine, the heartworm, is together, and it makes him sick. And we're sitting here, and he goes, "Whoa," all over my blanket. And then he got scared because he thought I was going to yell at him. I said, no, 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 no. I picked him up and loved on him. And I just went and washed my blanket. So he's right now sleeping with Nick. Nick, Lena, and Lily are on the bed with him. I guess it's 4 o'clock in the morning. It's too early. I think 4:30. I can't believe I am up at this time. So now I'm going to come over here, clean off my desk right there. Right there. Get that all cleaned up. I'm going to level my long arm right there. And do nothing for my screened-in porch. My screened-in porch is at a standstill. Because it's, yesterday it rained, it was cold, and it was like, you could tell, winter's here. So listen, I'm Jennifer Duck. They call me Daisy. And thank you all for watching. Everybody have a good day today. It's Sunday, November the 2nd of 2025. And everybody's going to be okay. How about you, Darlene? Tell Ivan we said hello. And Marie and all, I got to write. We've got all newcomers. Welcome all newcomers to our home. And I just watched the thing on YouTube. YouTube's changing their platform all over again. So it wasn't me. Nope. And if y'all want to send me a Christmas card, and I'll send you one back. I told Nick we gotta send out some Christmas cards. I'll put my address in the description here, and y'all could send if you feel like it. You don't have to send anything, just a card. I'm happy. And Teddy and Ronnie, I hope you had a good day yesterday. And Jenny up there in Connecticut. Teddy and Jenny are in Connecticut. And all my friends are down in Florida. And Debbie. And I'll keep Ephraim in our prayers also. And Deb in our prayers in Florida. It was good to see her. Oh. And even my friend Ginger in Washington State. I see that she was went away for a while. I mean, with her kids. And everybody else that watches me, thank you for watching. And Gay over in North Carolina, thank you for all your notes and prayers. And Pink, Jody up there in Pennsylvania. Pierogies, Jody, pierogies. Hey, I got a sourdough. I was looking through it yesterday and had pierogies in there. Oh boy, them kids would love some pierogies for Thanksgiving. Oops. Oops, y'all fell over. Sorry. Teddy, I could smell them pierogies heating up in the kitchen right now, smothered in butter and onions. If y'all don't know what pierogies are, homemade, fresh pierogies, potato and cheese, bon appetit, they're the best, with smothered in onions. Oh my God, that's what I grew up on. The old churches around there in Ambridge, where I grew up, had these old ladies would make these pierogies. I think they were, gosh, back then, $2 a dozen, or it wasn't that much. They're probably up there an arm and a leg now, but they probably don't do that anymore. Mrs. T's, yuck. Ain't nothing like the homemade ones. And homemade rice pudding, yum. I should be this big, but I'm not. This is just good food. Well, I'm sorry I talked y'all's ears off. Thank you all for watching. Welcome newcomers, and we'll see you later. This is Jennifer Duck, out. Bye.